what you say, as long as you mean it. What's the point in wearing a face if you don't believe it? 'Cause honestly, it's best to be true to who you are than trying to be a version of something that you're not. Just close your eyes and let it all just wash away and give it time. You don't have to change a thing. Soon you'll see that perfect is imaginary. You don't have the words to carry. Hey, just be yourself.
Welcome to our channel. I'm so happy that you are here today. We have decided to do something different, Brent and I. We wanted to share with you a tool that we use on our path and our journey and stuff. And we thought we'd bring in some tarot cards and some spirit cards here for you just to share. And we hope that you enjoy today. So something a little different. We've talked about a lot of our past, but now we want to move forward into our future. So we use this tool to help us guide us and stuff. And if you are interested, I invite you to stay with us for this mini card reading here for you on this wonderful, very early spring day. Very early. It's in March of 2026. So here we go. We have actually 3 different stones here. We have an aqua stone here at the beginning. Now, if you know the type of stone here, we would love to have your input. I bought this many, many years ago and forgot to pick up the details to this stone. So if you can help me with that, that would be amazing. The second stone we have in the middle is our malachite, which I absolutely love the green. Like, take a look at this green. This is just absolutely beautiful. And the third stone we have is the blue onyx. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to share with you, just take a moment, take a breath. What stone speaks to you? What stone speaks to you? And today I wanted to share with you, I've brought out a new card deck. I just got this a couple of weeks ago, and it's by Dr. Stephen Farmer. I love him as an author. I use his animal guidebook regularly, and this card deck spoke to me in ways that I cannot explain, really. It was on the shelf at a Chapters, and I just grabbed it and walked out, and it just spoke to me intuitively, and they're absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to get into the cards and to share with you the artwork and the messages that Dr. Stephen Farmer has shared with us. So I invite you to drop in, take a breath. This is sometimes how I use the stones and what resonates. And sometimes pile 1 might resonate, sometimes pile 2 might resonate, or the third. So I'm going to go through one at a time, and I've divided the pile today, and I'm going to shuffle each pile, share with you some intuitive insights, what I see from the card, but then I'll also read from the messages and pick out what works for you. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. That's okay. All right, so let's stick with pile number 1. I'm going to read from pile number 1. All right, and I wish you could feel the cards. They are just absolutely beautiful. They have a different sense about them, not just any card deck, but there's a softness to these card decks. So this is messages from the spirits of nature. So I'm just going to shuffle here for you. Sometimes I wait until they pop out. This time I'm just going to pull one here for you. I'm going to take a deep breath. Let's take a look. Rice. Oh my goodness. And now I pulled this card a couple of weeks ago here. Take a look at this. Rice. Nourishment. Now, what I love about these cards is I love the flow of the artwork, the picturesque detail. I take a look at both words, rice and nourishment. Nourishment is a wonderful word. It helps me when I'm using these card decks. I like it when nourishment pops up, because the stronger I am physically, the stronger I become mentally and spiritually, especially for my mental health, So it helps me remind myself, am I getting all the valuable nutrients for the day? But that also means, am I getting water? Are you getting enough water? Is this a nice reminder of, are we spending too much time making maybe a couple of poor nutritional choices, or are we maintaining our optimum proteins, our macronutrients, micronutrients, all that kind of stuff? We'll see. And take a look, the number 31. Well, we'll get into focus there. Number 31. Sometimes I'll pull out Doreen Virtue's number book, angel number book, and see if I can cross-reference as well. So if you want to, or if you have time to do so, pull out that number 31. See if that resonates too. But what a beautiful card. I love the yellows. I love the yellows here. Such beautiful flow too, flow of energy. You know, I know when when I have optimum nutrition, I know that I follow the ebb and flows of life's path. Take a look. Look at the rolling hills here are just absolutely beautiful. Now let's take a look at what Stephen Farmer has to say. Dr. Stephen Farmer has to say for rice. So I pull out the card deck, and so what I do is I intuitively think of all the inspirational thoughts that come my way immediately. What resonates? What resonates? And then I go to the book and I share with you, and sometimes it'll pop out immediately. River, rice, nourishment. Okay, and so it has the description and the background of rice. I'm going to skip that, and I'm going to go right to the message here. So I know it's a little bit blurry, so I'm going to drop it down and read closer for you so you get a picture of the rest of the screen here. Are you nourishing yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually? Do an assessment of what this means, starting with the physical. For the next several days when you eat, put down the phone, turn off your computer, and put aside any other distractions. Focus your attention not only on the food you ingest, but also on the act of eating and how it feels in your body. Be extra attentive to the type and quality of the food you eat. Almost create an exercise of mindfulness eating. How many of you just eat while we casually scroll on that phone? I know I'm guilty of that, and I have to be mindful as to what I'm eating and just enjoying every nourishment of every bite. Increase your emotional nourishment by seeking the support of your closer friends. Make it a priority to spend time with them. Conversely, another challenge for you right now may be the need to cut ties with those in your life who deplete your energy. You've been feeling the lack of spiritual nourishment as well that affects all other areas of your life. Initiate a daily spiritual practice, whether it's prayer, meditation, shamanic journeying, or walking through the forest. In doing so, let be fully present and aware of your connection and relationship to your higher self. So if you chose that aqua stone there, you might be reminded of that nourishment. That was beautiful. Helps me reminded too. So there we go. Okay, now the next stone. Okay, pile two. I'm gonna put this aside here. We're gonna shuffle it out. Now I use many different card decks. I use Doreen Virtue's fairy cards, sorry, not the angels. Sometimes I've seen it before. It's not like it's a bad deck. I mostly gravitate to the fairy cards. There's other ones there from local authors. I'm going to pull out at some point too and share with you Men of Magic card deck as well. I used to use that many years ago. I love that card deck. Such inspiration. But this one recently, I just have this incredible energy around this deck. It's just amazing. So let's take a look here. Take that breath. This one's really speaking to me. Let's take a look here. We'll put that pile down. Okay, rain. Oh my goodness, look at this color here. And we are getting an abundance of rain today. And look at the colors here. Look at the droplets. I love the detail and the vibrancy of this color. And I find this interesting even as we take a look at pile 1. You know, one of the comments I made was that essence of water. You know, how much nourishment are you getting from that water? And honestly, I see this explosion here from these flowers. These flowers are ready to blossom, ready to bloom. We are approaching spring right now. And the more nourished we get with that water, what are you exploding along your path? Is it a project? Is it ready to just blossom? This is beautiful. This is beautiful. And take a look at the number. Oh, 29. So we have 31 and 29. That's an interesting combo. I'm going to take a look later at these numbers. I'll probably post those angel numbers for you. Take a look here. Just this vibrancy and the color combinations. So let's take a look at Rain, the card deck. Let's open up the book here. It is in alphabetic order, which is nice. Here we go. Renewal. Renewal. You're finding yourself in the process of renewal that will require nothing short of a complete revamp of your life. From your work to your relationships, even the relationship with yourself, with your higher self. You've been feeling the strong and steady pull to do so, while at the same time noticing a resistance to make these changes out of fear of the unknown. It's challenging to surrender to these urgings of spirit and, in spite of the fear, take the actions needed to move forward into the next cycle of renewal. Remind yourself that there have been many times throughout your life you have had to courageously face opportunities for revitalization and succeed in doing so regardless of any initial resistance or perceived blockages. A way to experience how this recycling and renewal process is natural is by making every drink of fresh water a mindful one. Oh, we've talked about mindfulness. I love that. I love that word. Take every sip slowly and with gratitude, reminding yourself of every lasting water cycle on earth. Pause and feel how water moves throughout your body, refreshing and renewing every cell with the lifeblood that is so necessary for you and so many other beings on the planet. I love that, almost like thirst quenching. Or how many of you after a workout love that first sip of water? Or after, for me, it's like after a race and I'm just dying of that thirst, that feeling down, my throat. Beautiful, beautiful card. Thank you. Amazing. So there we go. We've got rice, we've got rain. Let's take a look at our third one. Here we go. I'm going to place that over there. We're going to shuffle this up. Now, there's lots of different ways you could shuffle up a deck. Okay, you could place them out, in a quadrant if you wanted to. Sometimes you could divide the pile into 3, which is what I've done today. Sometimes they just pop out and I'll just do one at a time. Whatever works for you, and that's the important part. Whatever works for you, because this is your journey, your life's path. I take pieces from teachers in the past, from guides in the past, and I let what works for me, and it could be different. I could shift and change whatever ways I'd like to. So I encourage you to do the same. Whoa, did you see that? See, and that's what I love. When it just pops out like that and just lands on the stones, that's how I know this is gonna be a good card for you. I'm excited. Okay, here we go. Hurricane, centered. Let's take a look at that. Now, here's the thing. Okay, beautiful. We got the number 18 and we've got the hurricane down below, but what I love, and I'm not quite sure if it's intended to be this way, but following the North Star. That's what I see here. That's what speaks to me, is a star. So even in the chaos, in the muck down below, there's still that clarity above. Almost like following, just keep trusting, keep following that path that you are on. Because there's going to be challenges, there's going to be trials and tribulations here. But the star is inevitably guiding you along, or whatever guides you along, just keep trusting it. Like this incredible force and direction, doesn't matter what stands in your way. Stand in your power. You are a hurricane force to be reckoned with, and stand in that power. And I encourage you to go follow that star. Follow your guidance, trust your intuition. Okay, so that is my personal, just intuitive guidance. That is what I've just resonated with me right now. And I trust that. And I trust that for myself too, right? So I'm going to put this down. I'm going to read whatever our author has shared with us, but that is the first part. Hurricane. I saw that card a couple of weeks ago as I was just browsing through the cards, and I just found that incredible, powerful, powerful card. Okay, here we go. You've been through a very stormy period in your life. Through prayer and your own extraordinary inner strength, you survived the severe tests you've been through. You've had enough now. It's time to enter the eye of the storm and relish in the calm that is so necessary to help you recover. You still may feel jittery and unsettled, so give yourself time and space, setting boundaries and as necessary to protect your peace. Having journeyed through the storm, you've developed further survival skills as well as an increased faith in spirit and the guidance you receive. As you continue to center yourself by aligning your will with the will of spirit, you already are able to deal with any other storms that heed your way. If you forget the fact, take a walk in nature. You'll be reminded that no matter whatever intensities life presents you, you can always find your center. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Gratitude. Gratitude for today, friends. Like I said, I wanted to share this with you. This is something new and exciting that Brent and I want to share with you. We talk a lot about our history, but we also want to share with you strategies and tools moving forward along your life journey. And so we hope that you enjoy this, or if you want to see more of this, feel free, drop the comments below, like, subscribe, share. Love the color. And I wish you well on your journey. Gratitude, gratitude. Thank you.